For some time now we've been working hard on our subject resources section, and as you probably know, each department has a button on the school website, and then when you click on that button you go through and you can have a look at the different categories that we have for that particular subject area. And this particular video is about the video tutorials. Now, what departments have been doing is they've been recording tutorials of different kinds and then encouraging students to visit these pages and watch the videos. So, for example, here in maths, simultaneous equations, nth term, Pythagoras theorem, and so it goes on. These have been watched by lots and lots of students. If we go back to subject resources and we take a look at another department, for example English, well, these types of videos are taken from screen recordings whereby you actually create these videos on a computer, and in this particular case it's Nick Jones looking at particular exam questions, or Natasha Eves doing a presentation about an unseen poetry question. And these videos are getting lots of views. Other subjects, for example media, we get a similar approach where I've looked at particular texts that students will be expected to understand, and I've gone through and I've looked at particular issues within the media, and I've used examples and I've created these videos. And there's also ones where I kind of use a video recording of a text and talk it through. Well, you can look at all these videos, and if you get an opportunity you can also look at some of the science videos which have been created with even more spectacular effects. I can particularly recommend this Christmas special with Mr. Rhodes talking about the human digestive system. But the question is, how do you make these videos? How in particular do you make a screen recording video? And that's what I'm going to show you now. Okay, so if you're using an Apple computer, then it's very straightforward. You start up Quicktime and then File, New, Screen Recording. And the beauty of this, if you click the record button, you can either record a selection from the screen like this, and then you can start recording, or you can record the whole screen. But this means that you can look in particular at something that's of interest, and it's all large enough for the viewer to see properly. And you can talk through things and you can move the mouse around and so on and so forth. Now there are more complicated ways to do it, but that's a very simple way to do a screen recording. And it's all large enough for the viewer to see properly. And you can talk through things and you can move the mouse around and so on and so forth. Now there are more complicated ways to do it, but that's a very simple way to do a screen recording.